Good morning, I'm Michelle. Welcome to today's class. Today's class is an all levels vinyasa flow, a lot of postures, a lot of transitions, so take your time, do the best you can. If you have a block or a strap, that always comes in handy, but if not, don't worry about it. You could always get a book or a couple of magazines in place of a block if you don't have it, or a towel for a strap if you don't have a strap. If you're ready, let's go ahead and get started in child's pose. Bringing your toes to the back of the mat. Do we check the microphone? Toes come together, knees open up as wide as you're comfortable. Set your hips to your heels. Bring your hands out in front of you or alongside your body by your feet. Your forehead to the mat. And once you get comfortable, cultivate stillness. Bring your awareness inward to your breath, the sensations that arise, keeping you grounded in this present moment. It's when we lose that connection to our breath, when the mind is wandering into the future or regretting things from the past. Just notice when that happens. Take a deep breath in and reground, recenter yourself. Releasing any tension from your back body, allowing yourself to let go and surrender. We'll start to deepen our awareness of these sensations by activating our Ujjayi breathing. Breathing in and out of the nose, pulling breath through the back of our throats, breathing in as much as we can, and exhaling a little longer than the inhale, all the way to empty. If your hands are out by your feet, start to walk your hands forward. Tent all 10 fingertips. Activate the arm bones. Hollow out the armpits and start to feel your breath move the rib cage up and out of the waist. On your next inhalation, lifting up the torso and walking your hands as far over to the right as you can. Waking up the left side of the body so you feel within those sensations. Waking up the left lung, so let's focus there for a moment. Take a slow inhale and visualize your breath moving from the lower hip on the left side. Move the breath up into the rib cage and the spaces in between, and then all the way up into your armpit. And a very slow exhalation, feel the contraction of the front of your body. Feel it getting tighter. Feel even your back slightly rise. Your inhalations are going to ground you and elevate you at the same time. And your next inhale, lift up your torso and walk your hands over to the left. Walk as far as feels appropriate. Use this time to breathe and stretch even deeper from the inside out. Keeping the eyes closed or setting your gaze on one thing is going to help keep the mind from wandering all over the place. And that's a big part of our practice. We tend to get distracted by thoughts, and then we're not really focused on our posture. On your next inhalation, bring it back to center. And right here, set an affirmation or an intention for your practice, and then something that can carry you through the rest of today. We want to take this time to reward ourselves for our efforts and not our outcomes. On your next inhalation, lift up to all fours, lining up the creases of the wrist, elbows, and shoulders, hips over your knees. I'm going to slightly dial my fingertips out to right, left to left, where my index finger is facing forward. Get a really good grip on the mat and start to flow through your cat-cows. Inhale, let the belly dip down to the earth as the tail lifts. Pull with your hands back towards your knees, shoulders back to the hips, and your gaze up. At the top of your breath, pause or take another little sip in. And then exhale, start to round from the low back, work your way through the mid back, upper back, and then at the very end, chin to chest, push down with your hands, strengthening the arm bones. Inhale, let the belly go. Start to move at your own pace for a few more rounds. If it makes sense, tuck your toes. As you inhale, the shoulders slightly move forward over the toes, but still moving back to the hips. As you exhale, the shoulders slightly move behind the wrist and almost up to your ears. From your cat-cow, start to circle around your mat, moving a little more organically and exploring. Explore your hips. How's it feel as the hips move left and right? Do you need to linger there a little longer? You need to pause, reverse that direction. Are you feeling it in your wrists? We're going to get a good wrist stretch in a second. Bringing it back to neutral. You can keep your toes tucked or place the tops of your feet down. Dial your fingertips back towards your knees. And remember, you hold the intensity dial for your practice. So if moving your fingertips all the way back to your knees is so intense you can't breathe and your shoulders are up by your ears and all of a sudden you're compromising your spine, that's your cue to back off. Take this practice slow and modify when you need to. Just lean back a little, take the hands back down, fingers spread nice and wide. And then we'll flip the right palm up, fingertips face in. Give your fingers a little wiggle and make a fist. And then we'll do 3 arm circles. We'll sit back towards the heel, sweep the right arm back. I'm going to keep my gaze in my right palm. Exhale, hand down and forward. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, forward and down. One more time. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, forward and down. And then reverse your direction. Inhale, back and down. Exhale, forward and up. Inhale and exhale. The next time your hand goes up, take a deep breath in. Root down with your left hand to reach up with the right. There's the elevation. There's the ground force. Thread it through. Right arm through, right ear down. Linger here wherever you landed, or walk your left fingertips forward. Send your left leg back and up. So many options, so many shapes to play with. If grabbing your foot is an option, grab the foot. If rolling your gaze skyward feels appropriate, go there. If binding, bind. We're going to unwind. Left hand right back down in front of your face. Come up very slowly, being mindful of the neck. Reach with the right hand. Lower the right hand down. Flip your left palm up. Give your fingers a little wiggle. Make a fist. Take a breath in and a breath out. And then we'll move to our circles. Sit back, inhale. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, gaze into the palm. Exhale, that keeps tension out of the neck. Reverse your direction. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, back and down. Next time the hand goes up, take a pause, breathe in deeply, and exhale, thread it through. So mirror everything you did on the other side unless you have something going on in your back. And for me, I do today. I do have a little something going on. So I'm going to stay right here, and I'm going to breathe deeper and bigger every time. And I'm going to pause at the end of my exhalation just to make sure I eliminate all the breath out of my lungs. On your next inhale, the right hand comes down right in front of your face. Very slowly lift yourself up, gaze down, gaze to the left, lift the left arm, breathe in, and exhale, let it go. Let's take a few circles to the right and a few circles to the left. Bringing it back to neutral, make sure you want to look at your hands. The inside of the elbows are facing forward. Grip the mat with your fingertips, tuck the toes, lift the belly, and float your knees off the mat. So bandhas, Mula Bandha, at the beginning of your inhale, draw the space between your sit bones in and up. That's Mula Bandha. Uddiyana Bandha at the beginning of the exhale, the cinching in of your ribs, the tightening of that corset. Wrap the elbows back, push your belly back, turtle dog, linger here. Really stretch with your arms back. Stay there, open up your knees, send your hips back a little more. Resist the urge to move your hands here. Relax your face and jaw, try not to grit your teeth. One more really big breath in. Exhale out. And then inhale, send your hips skyward. And start to pedal out your heels. Left, right, left, right. Shake your head out, yes and no. I'm really excited about this flow. I did it already twice, once this morning and once yesterday. I won't tell you how I did it this morning. So here we go. When you feel like you're pretty warmed up and ready, your feet are hip bone distance apart, gripping the mat with your fingertips. On an inhale, lift your right leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip the very best you can. Now look at your left foot. Make sure your left heel is still behind your toes and it didn't sickle outward. Inhale, lift up the left heel, straighten out your right leg, and bring your right knee in towards the midline as you exhale fully and completely. Flex with your right foot, kick it straight back, scissor hug your inner thighs. Bring the right knee in and over to the right. And then kick with your right leg to the right. Bring the right knee back in to the midline as you exhale. Maybe this time knee to nose. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale this time, step the right foot all the way up between your hands. Pause for the lunge. Squeeze the inner thighs. activate the back leg by lifting up that left heel a little bit higher. Feel your right big toe driving down, driving outer right hip back. Take left hand a little closer to your right foot and lift up your right hand for lunge twist. Stay here or pivot all 10 toes to the right. And there, take your right bicep by your ear. Feel free to dip the ears back as you move the knee in the opposite direction. We're going to lift up and out of the hips. Walk it over to the left for wide leg fold. Hanging heavy. So you can bring your hands down. You can grab opposite elbows. But if you grab opposite elbows and your elbows are on the ground, I say just let them go. One more breath. Just feel what you're feeling. Guide your breath there. Let's go ahead, take a wide leg fold, walk your fingertips all the way out, send your hips back over your heels, lift the low belly. Walk the hands underneath the legs. Now these are all options that you don't have to take if you don't want to. And then final option, hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale up halfway. Move your right hand to the center. Take your left hand to the hip. Look left. Reach with your left arm, taking a twist. Inhale. Exhale. Lower your left hand and place your right hand on the right hip. Look right. Zip the quads. Reach with the right hand. Inhale. Exhale. Lower the right hand. Soften your knees. You're going to slide your right foot to meet your left. Bend the knees. Lift your heels. Reach with your arms up. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Try to move your heels to the earth and slowly start to rise all the way up to standing. Inhale. Zip the quads, lift the belly. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Take a moment here, invite a full breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the toes, find chair. Exhale, hands to heart, all 10 toes down. Inhale, step out with your right foot, arms out, and then turn your right toes to the top of the mat for warrior two. Right heel lines up with your back arch. Gaze down at the inside of the right knee. Make sure you can see your big toe. Pump your warrior. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, strong root down in your feet. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exalt your warrior. Peaceful. Right hand reaches forward and back. Left hand reaches forward to the top of the mat and maybe grabbing a hold to the right side of the ribs. Push down with your right heel to reach a little more with the right hand. Back to warrior two as you inhale. Gaze over your right middle digit. And as you exhale, cartwheel the arms over, frame your right foot. Lower the left knee, untuck the toes, and peel yourself up. Right knee over the ankle. Stay right here, getting a nice stretch in the back of the left leg, or reach around with one or both hands to grab that left foot for a quad stretch. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Steady your gaze. As soon as your eyes start moving all over the place, so does that right foot. Feels good. Let's gently release the grip of the left foot and find a half split pose. I'm going to come all the way down to my left foot, or this is where your block comes in handy. Place your block underneath your right butt. And if you notice, I'm barely sitting on it because I want to feel the flesh of my sit bones moving to the back of the mat. And then if you want to fold, fold. Can also use your strap or your towel just to help you feel where you're supposed to feel, which is the very back of the right leg and the engagement, the tightness of the front of the thigh. And then look at your foot. Is your big toe coming up towards your face? Can you bring your right pinky toe back towards your ear? We're going to make our way into pyramid pose. So your left foot goes exactly where your left knee is. You can move it up or back a little more, but not in or out. So it's still hip bone distance apart. Inhale, prop up to the fingertips or your block or your shin. Wherever you go, wherever you can go to lift the low belly and to find length in the spine. And then exhale, fold. Tuck your chin to chest. Now, if you have a practice where you walk your fingertips back, maybe bend that left knee. This is really intense. Maybe walk it back a little more. So good. On your next inhale, we'll step the left foot back and step the right foot back. High plank pose. Lower the knees. Walk your knees back. Walk your hands towards each corner of the mat. Find puppy pose. Use your block. Rest your forehead or your chin. Hips over your knees. Even out your breaths. Try to make your exhales a little longer and more soothing and relaxing to the body. From here, Sphinx pose. Inhale. Pull your elbows back by your hips, hips up by your elbows. Broaden the collarbone. Breathe. Stay here in Sphinx pose for another breath, or maybe try seal pose. Lift the elbows. From here, cobra pose. Slide your hands back, elbows in. Fingertips line up with your nipples, tops of the feet press down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and peel your chest off the mat. Take a full breath in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down slowly. And then we'll inhale, back up. Inhale. Look over your right shoulder. If it makes sense, roll to the outer left hip. Maybe even lift your right leg. And then look over your left shoulder. Maybe lift the left leg. And bring it back to center. Inhale. And this time as you exhale, let's slowly move our way back through turbo dog to downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Open up your mouth and say, ah. Inhale, left leg lifts, bend the knee, open up the hip, gaze under right armpit to keep left shoulder from hiking up. This is a hip opener, not a shoulder opener. Inhale, lift the right heel, stretch with the left leg back, and then exhale, bring the knee towards the midline. Push away from the earth, hollow out the front body. Bring the left leg back, bend the knee, this time open the knee to the left. Stay there or extend your left toes to the left. Bring it back up as you inhale, exhale, bring the knee towards the midline. Maybe this time knee to nose. Inhale, left leg back and up. This time, exhale, step the left foot all the way up between your hands. Pause to feel, to make adjustments. And then lunge twist. Right hand comes towards the instep of the left foot. Left hand lifts. Arms at 6 and 12. Stay there. If you pivoted the toes last time, pivot them this time. And bring bicep by your ear. Dip your ears back. Slowly lifting up the hips and walking it all the way over to the right, wide leg fold. This time, we're going to take the right hand to grab the foot, the ankle or the leg, whatever you can grab, and we're not going to bend the elbow. We're actually going to pull with that right hand and then lift the left arm to the sky and go for a half bind. So pull the spine, lengthen crown of the head forward, tailbone back. Keep pulling your head away from the left foot. And then we'll release left hand. Take right hand down. Bend the knees side to side. And then your left hand will go to your right foot or ankle. Pull on it. Right arm to the sky. And then a half bind. Pulling your head away from the right foot. And then we'll release. Bend the knees again, side to side. Pause with legs straight. Take your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Make a fist with your hands. Notice what thumb is on top. And press the palms together. Move your hands away from your tailbone. Take a deep breath in. Quality exhale out. Press the palms together. Pull the navel to your spine. Lift your gaze and slowly rise up to stand. Ooh, a lot of hamstring work there. Turn the left toes forward. Open up your arms, warrior two. Gaze down at your left inside of the knee. Make sure you see your left big toe. 3 pumping warriors, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Flip your left palm, exalt, peaceful warrior. Feel the left side of the rib cage lifting up and out of your waist, making the breath tangible. Inhale back, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel it over, frame your left foot. Right toes turn back forward, right knee lowers down. Untuck the toes, peel your chest off the thigh. The goal is to get a nice stretch in the front of the right thigh without torturing yourself. So steady your gaze, stay in here, or reach back with one or both hands for the right foot or ankle. Relax your face and jaw. Notice every little bit of your breath, making it the most interesting thing about every pose we do. It's about the breath. How's it feel? Where's it move? What's the temperature? Notice when it gets short and choppy. Where were your thoughts? Releasing the hands back down, finding half split pose. So your choice, sitting back on the right foot, sitting back on a block, not sitting back at all, keeping up. Totally up to you. Fold, strap, no strap, towel, whatever you got. When you're ready, we're going to slowly start to lift ourselves up, finding our way into pyramid pose. So your right foot goes where the right knee was. Inhale up to the fingertips or a block. So a lot of levels to this block or a book. And the exhale, fold, tuck chin to chest, zip up your quads and lift your belly. Stay there and walk your hands back. Maybe bend the right knee. That's going to intensify the stretch. Walk with the hands back out. Soften the left knee. Step your right foot back, lunge. Step your left foot back, high plank. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. We're going to go to the right side. So move your right hand to the center. Pivot your heels to the right, lining up the heels, the heel and toes. Reach with your left hand, bicep by your ear. Stay there, grounding your left foot, or pick up your right knee and bring it towards the midline and extend the right foot out. Or with your left hand, grab the blade of the foot, kick it forward, maybe bring it all the way out to the top of the mat. Slowly unwind. Your left hand will come down, high plank, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, left hand to the center, heels to the left, right arm lifts, right foot grounds, left knee comes in. Maybe right hand grabs left foot, kick it out, or all the way to the top of the mat. slowly we'll meet back in a high plank. Take your time getting there. We all have different ways of getting there. No judgment. Inhale. Exhale, low push-up. With or without your knees. Inhale, cobra of your choice. Listen to your body. If it tells you to look right and left or look up and down, listen. On the exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, you're going to soften the knees, look to the top of the mat, and take little baby steps. So inhale, press down, lift one foot. Inhale, press down, lift one foot. All the way to the top of the mat. When you get there, separate your feet 2 fist distance. Hang like a rag doll. Shake it off if you need to. We're going to slowly bring our feet a little closer. Maybe toes touch, but not the heels. Bend the knees. Sweep with the arms forward. Find chair. Check in with your chair. Look down at the knees. If you don't see your toes, move your hips back a little. As the arms come down and your fingertips reach back, float your chair. Lift your heels. Try to get your belly parallel to the earth. Keep your heels lifted. Find chair. And then slowly rise up through lifted heels. Exhale as the heels come down. Float your hands down by your side. Give your shoulders a shrug up and down, plugging the shoulder blades into the spine where they belong. Take a moment here and just check in how you feel. Find your inner smile. Reward yourself for your efforts. You're doing amazing. Here we go. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. At the top, find a little back bend. Inhale, bring the gaze back to center. Soften the knees, open the arms and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Now if you're floating back, hands come in front. Gaze forward. The feet barely lift off the mat. Slide it back. If you float, you land in a low push-up. If you step, you go from high to low. Exhale, down dog. We're going to turn the left heel in a 1/4 inch. So our left toes face the top left corner of the mat. We're going to lift with the right leg to the sky. And on an exhale, we're going to step the right foot as close to the right thumb as we can. And find our way in Warrior One. Both hips facing forward the very best you can. Arms reach up and over your head. Exhale, cactus your elbows. Inhale, interlace your fingers. Bring your right thumb on top. Press your palms together. Feel the chest opening. Lift your chin, the throat opening. On an exhale, tuck the chin to your chest. Find humble warrior. Gaze to the back left foot. Bring your right ear to the inside of that right knee. Keep hugging the outer right hip back. We're going to gently release the hands to the tailbone and find awkward twist. Left hand to the instep of your right foot and right arm reaches up. We're going to lower the right hand and find standing spear. Step left foot up about a ½ inch. Pivot your toes to the right. Walk your hands to the right. If you need your block, it's right there. Try to lift and lengthen or find a twist. Or maybe right hand grabs right ankle. Left hand reaches around to grab the left ankle. We're going to make our way around to a half moon. Right toes face forward, right hand 12 inches in front of the right big toe. And your left leg will lift, opening up the hips, stacking the hip and the left toes face to the left. Even weight balanced on that right foot. Start to soften the right knee and step it back, warrior two. You've been here before. Line everything up the way you like it. Flip your right palm and exalt peaceful warrior. And then straighten your right leg, exalted triangle. Open up the arms, triangle, so that right leg stays straight. Your hips move to the back of the mat. Your right arm reaches forward. Try not to lose the length here. And reach up with the left arm. You can lower the right hand, but be mindful to keep lifting up through that right side. Slowly rise up. Bend the right knee. Side angle pose, your Parsvottanasana. Right forearm to the thigh, or right hand to the ankle, or half bind, or a full bind. So many options here. You can even straighten out the right leg. We're going to slowly meet in a lizard lunge. So your right foot will move over to the right. Your hands will come inside the right foot, and you'll drop that back knee down. Stay right here on your hands. Come up to or down to your elbows. So good. Be mindful. I just had my head hanging like this. That's not good. Lift your head up. Make sure the neck is long. You're not putting tension anywhere. The head weighs about 8 to 12 pounds. So it's a lot of weight on the cervical spine. Let's slowly come up and go for a quad stretch. Reach up and back with your right hand for the left foot or ankle. Good. Oh, little more intense than the other one. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Release the foot, heel toe your right foot in. Take your right hand behind the right ankle. We're going to move into standing split pose. Lift the left leg back and up. Now, if you wanted to, you could grab the right ankle with both your hands. Can go up for some standing splits. We're going to take the left knee all the way down behind the right leg for a twist. Your right hand comes back behind your low back. Your left hand reaches up. Either hug the right knee in or bring your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Deep breath in and deep breath out. So good. We're going to counter our pose. Bring the right hand to the right foot, left hand behind the low back. Twist. And then we're going to keep the left foot where it is and take the right foot over to the back of your mat. Not too much. I actually brought my right foot in just a little bit. Reach up with the arms. Twist to the right and fold. This would be a good time to use your strap if you have tight hamstrings. Or use your block if you have pretty open hamstrings. And if you want to twist, you can take the right arm, thread it through the whole of the left arm and right leg, and take your left hand to grab the right foot or ankle. Slowly unwind. Open up, wide leg fold. Now if you're in your wide leg fold and you're here and your pubic bone is facing forward or up, come into frog pose. If you can get your pubic bone to face down, fold it forward. So for frog people, you'll just come up, roll over, toes face the front and backs of your mat, knees and hips line up. Come to the elbows if it's available. And breathe. So when we get to the other side, I'm not doing frog. Frog's not my favorite. And for me, the reason why it's not my favorite is because I feel like it gets too much into my low back and I have to work too hard and I feel it in my groin. And I don't think that's where I want to feel it. So when you're ready, from that wide leg or frog, bring it both legs forward. Straight legs. Take a deep breath in, reach with the arms up. Take your hands back, fingertips face in, bend the knees, reverse table. Lift the hips. Lift your gaze or let the head drop back. Inhale through the nose. Open up your mouth, let it go. One more. Inhale, bring your chin to your chest. Lower your seat. Crossing your ankles. And if you like to float back, reach forward with your hands. Keep the knees in close. Bring your hands down. Float it back. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Yogi grip, 2 peace sign on the big toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Again, inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Keep your grip on the right big toe. Take your left hand to your inner left hip. Soften the knees, look forward. Press down with your left foot. Bring the right foot, or maybe you're holding the knee up. Start to move your right foot to the right and your left arm to the left, and gaze to the left. Bringing it back to center and finding tree pose. Hands to the heart. So in tree, you have options. You can keep the foot to the inner left leg, above or below the knee. You can come into a half lotus, where the right knee faces down. Or you can come into a figure four. Reaching with the arms up is up to you. Bringing the hands to the heart, bringing the right knee in and up. Extend through the heel, slowly lower the right foot next to your left. Look down, make sure it landed where you wanted. Inhale, reach with the arms out and up. Exhale, a little back bend. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, gaze forward, soften your knees. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Open up your mouth, exhale. Inhale, walk it out. Downward facing dog. Inhale together. Exhale, open up your mouth, let it go. Turn your right heel in a 1/4 inch. Right toes face top right corner of the mat. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, left foot to the left thumb. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Reach with the arms up. Take a full breath in. Exhale, cactus. Interlace the left thumb on top this time. Press your palms together. Breathe in. Lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin. Humble warrior. Left ear to the inside of the left knee. Shin or ankle. Inhale, hands back to the tailbone, awkward twist. Right hand to the instep of your left foot. Left hand frames left foot, right foot steps up, standing spear. All 10 toes, pivot to the left. Inhale. Exhale, find the twist, find the reach, whatever you did on the other side. From here, half moon. Pivot the toes back forward, left toes, left hand, right leg lifts, right hip stacks, arms at 6 and 12. Soften the left knee, step back with your right foot. Back to warrior two. Inhale. Exalt, peaceful warrior. Exhale. Exalted triangle. Straighten out that left leg. Triangle. Move your hips to the back of the mat. Reach with the left hand forward. Keep that left side lengthening. Right bicep by your ear, or both biceps by your ears. Bending the left knee, side angle. Half bind, full bind, or whatever you did on the other side. Lizard. Hands to the inside of the left foot. Lower right knee. Hands stay down, or maybe your elbows. Left knee is above your ankle, not over your toes, and I see that at least 30% of the class. And I come over and I say, move your knee back a little, and it goes back without effort. So we just have to notice. We have to notice when we're out of alignment and just adjust. Coming back up to the hands for an intense quad stretch. Right hand down, left hand reaches back, grab the right foot, squeeze the right heel. Slowly release, heel toe left foot in, left hand behind left ankle, standing split. Or handstand hops. Right knee behind left foot. Left hand behind low back. Right hand reaches to the sky. And then twist. There you are. Hi. Countering the pose. Bringing your left hand to your left ankle, right hand behind you. And then we'll open up to the left, where your left leg is over to the left. Reach up with the arms, twist to the left, and fold. If you went for the twist in Shirshasana, you can take the twist here. Left hand threads through, right hand grabs outer left foot. It's a push with the left hand, a gentle pull with the right. Start to unwind. Start to make your way up to that wide leg fold or your grasshopper. So your choice. Just about 5 breaths. When you're ready, we're going to lift ourselves up. Bring both legs back to the top of the mat. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, fold. Nice long spine. So if you need that towel, use the towel so your shoulders aren't here and your back's not all rounded. You're finding length, even if you're right here. Yeah, it's awesome. Cross at the ankles, either roll over or fold forward. Hop it back. Cobra. And meet back. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Yogi grip on the big toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Elbows wide, shoulders away from the ears, crown of the head to the toes. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Notice there's no arching in my back, no rounding. My spine is nice and long. If it wasn't, I would bend my knees so it would be. Fold. We're going to leave the grip on our left toe. Ground the right foot, right hand to hip. Soften the knees, look forward. Inhale, root down with the right foot. Lift up with your left leg or knee. Left leg goes straight. Left leg to the left, right arm to the right, and then challenge your balance even more by looking right. Bring it back to center, finding your variation over here, tree pose. Bringing your hands back to the heart, lifting the leg, extending the foot forward and very slowly down. Gaze down, make sure all 10 toes are on the same line. Roll your shoulders, palms face in front. Close your eyes for a moment and just check in. Feeling equal pressure in your feet. Feel your kneecaps lift, your thighs engage. Belly in and up, ribs in and down, shoulders back and down. Crown of the head lightly floating upward. Chin parallel to the mat. Inhale, reach with the arms out and up. Look up. Exhale for a little back bend. Inhale here. Inhale, gaze forward, soften knees, open arms, forward fold. Inhale, walk it out, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee, right wrist. Pigeon pose. Yep, it's that time. And come to the elbows. Now, if you come to your elbows and you move your head down like this, you're putting too much tension on the neck. So if you're rounded like that, you want to keep your head up. You could always use your block and place your forehead there. Wherever the natural curve is. So if you can keep your natural curve and place your forehead all the way down, great. If not, that's where the block comes in handy. So good. If you want longer, hit the pause button, but Laura, don't hit it just yet because we're going into your favorite. We're going to come up double pigeon. So reach or swing your left foot around and stack your left ankle on top of your right thigh. So some of you are going to stay here. Some of you might play a little bit. I'm going to play a little bit. I'm going to slide my right heel closer to my pubic bone, take my left knee and hoist it up and over my left shoulder. Take my right hand and come into sundial pose. Use my left hand over to the left for stability, and then kick my left foot into my right hand. Stay there or fly your compass pose. Take the right foot over the left, hands down, lift up, kick the legs over to the left. And if it's possible, you'll take that right foot and stretch it back. And wherever you are, vinyasa. I'll meet you in down dog. Ready? Yeah? Okay, let's go. Left side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Left knee pigeon. Walk it out. So I put some bug repellent on that my husband created. And this is the first time. Not one mosquito. Only on my clothes have the mosquitoes come, but not on my skin. So now I know to put bug repellent a little bit on my clothes. So either staying longer or sweeping that right leg around to the front for double pigeon, Laura's favorite. My California girl. So if you played, you're gonna bring your left heel in a little closer. Right knee up and over the shoulder. Left hand to the top of the foot. Right hand to the right for stability. And kick the right foot out and up. If you're staying there, stay there. If you flew last time, like Jeannie, I know Jeannie's doing this one. Compass pose, floating it to lizard. And bring it back. Cobra to downward facing dog. Ooh. It's a tough transition. It's fun, but it's tough. No joke. So this next one, open up your hands wide. Step your feet up just a little. Look all the way up to the top of the mat and then up further. Jump step or float it through. Stretch your legs all the way out. Inhale, reach with the arms to the sky. And exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale all the way down to your back. Once you get there, take a moment in Shavasana. Allow all of our poses to sink in. Listen to your breath. Feel your breath. Allow the breath to ground you, to center you into this moment. On your next inhale, belly in, back down, arms over your head, legs together and forward. And on an exhale, both knees in, lift up your head, give yourself a big hug. Lower your head back down, rock it side to side. Circle your knees around in opposite directions. Reverse it. And then we'll move into bridge pose. Feet hip bone distance apart. Fingertips graze your heels. Unless you have something going on in your low back, scoot your heels further away from your sit bones. Take a breath in, palms are down, arms are close, so that's active. Start to peel your spine off the mat, one vertebra at a time. Chin off the chest. Ground down into all four corners of your feet. Try not to just squeeze your glutes, try to activate your inner thighs. Option 1, stay right here. Option 2, interlace your fingers. Option 3, arms up and over your head. Option 4, and I'm not sure how my shoulder is going to feel here, but I'm willing to give it a shot. So if I come down quickly, it's because I don't want to hurt myself. So on an inhale, fingertips face your feet, lift up. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Three more breaths in your chosen pose. And your next inhale, if you're ready, lower back down. Find your way into bug pose. If you did full wheel with me and you feel it in your wrist, I still feel it in my wrist, and I've been doing back bends my entire life. My entire life I've been doing back bends, and I still feel it in my wrist. That sensation starts to fade, but I stay focused on it. I breathe right into it. With compassion, with patience, and no expectations. Happy baby pose. Hands to the inner arches or hands to the outer edges. Tailbone stays down, knees wherever, tailbone down, back down. I've been doing this my whole life and my knees still aren't touching the ground, but it's not my intention. I'm actually kicking up into my hands at the same time to keep the energy in my back body. If you want more, kick into your hands and straighten out your legs the best you can, either one at a time or both at the same time. We're going to bring it in, crossing the right knee over your left. Reach up and grab your feet, ankles, or any part of your legs for just a breath and squeeze your heels to your hips. That should feel so good. Release the feet, open your arms wide like a T or a cactus. Lower the left foot down, lift up your hips, scoot your hips to the right, and lower your knees to the left. If this twist doesn't serve you, take a twist of your choice. Inhale, bring it back to center. Uncross and switch. Knees in, hands to feet, ankle, or legs. Squeeze the heels to your butt, shoulders away from your ears. Release. T or cactus the arms. Right foot down, scoot your hips to the left and bring your knees to the right. Slowly making your way back to center. Bringing your knees in. Lifting up your head, neck, and shoulders for one more breath. Inhaling as you gently place your head down. Gently bring your arms comfortably away from your body, palms up. Kiss the soles of your feet together. Lower your feet down. If you have a block, place your feet on a block. And if you're like, nope, I don't like this pose at all, that's awesome. It's good to know what you like and don't like. Don't do it then. Just stretch your legs out to each corners of your mat. Find your final Shavasana. I like to end in this pose because it creates a balance for the practice in case we worked a little harder on one side than the other. Today, because I feel a little stuff going on in my low back, I'm going to end with my feet wide and my knees together. I hope you found in this class something that motivates you throughout the rest of today to be positive and happy and to share all of that energy with everybody you come in contact with without words, but just your energy, your heart. Thank you so much. Namaste.